Dragway, part of Charlotte Motor Speedway, and the kickoff to the second ever SMX Playoff and World Championship starting right here in North Carolina. But for the first time, we will reveal the all-new Super Motocross World Championship trophy, the sport's ultimate prize. All right, we'll open it up to the media for our 250 riders. I'm sure there's lots of questions out there.
Jase from Gypsy Tales, this one's for you, Jalik. So this year, it's obviously first year with Triumph, new motorcycle, and you're a guy that's responsible for helping test the bike in race conditions, but you're also having a really good year personally, like one of maybe your better seasons. So has it been difficult to balance being the test guy that's trying to develop a new motorcycle and in really uncharted waters versus trying to do the best that you can every single weekend while you are riding so well?
Yeah, I mean, it's it's been tough. I mean, the bike has obviously helped me out a lot, just being a good bike and kind of just comfortable for me. But yeah, I mean, it is pretty tough. I mean, for the most part, all year I've been pretty much by myself and training by myself. And yeah, when we go to these races, yeah, I have to learn. So yeah, I've been pretty humble about it, trying to just have fun, be level-headed about it, and not take it too serious. Obviously, you know, I want a good result, but I've been just trying to have fun with it, and it's been working out, and that's kind of been my style. And these guys at Triumph, you know, they make my job easy because they work so hard, and I just show up and try to deliver. So it's been easy for me to just have fun and show up, and that's kind of been the key to my success, I feel, this year. And yeah, it's been one of my better years, but I feel like it's just been a little bit of just being at every race, to be honest with you. In the past, I feel like I've just been injured and missed most of the races. So being at most of the races, I feel, has helped me get to where I'm at. And obviously, we're still building, but I feel like next year with all the data we got will be a really good year for me. So I'm pretty excited, and also excited to be here and try to put on a show for you guys.
Deegs, obviously you win the SMX last year, but I would say it's pretty clear to say that you're a completely different rider in terms of like the guy that just won the Pro Motocross Championship and the way that you did it versus the guy that won the SMX last year. How do you feel coming into this? Do you feel like a completely different rider even though you are the defending champion?
Yeah, 100%. Last year I was still rookie-minded at least, and I mean, race-wise, I feel like I have a whole different technique on the bike, whole different, mindset at the races, confidence-wise. So, I mean, yeah, it should be good.
And why the R8? Obviously, a lot of options in that price bracket. Was there anything particular that drew you to the Audi?
Well, I wanted to get the Lambo, but the Lambo interior was a lot more cheap, so the Audi R8 was a better selection.
Fair call.
Because of the interior, I wouldn't have expected that. Okay.
Chance, congratulations on the Motocross of Nations thing, mate. Where were you when you found out? Obviously, like very late in the piece. Where were you when you found out? What were the emotions? And are you glad you ordered a passport all those months ago?
Yeah, I'm really stoked I ordered that passport back in June. But no, I was at dinner with, I took the 250 crew chief Jordy and my mechanic Tommy out to dinner. A couple of my buddies, Drew Adams was with me, and yeah, we were out at dinner, and yeah, I got the call from Lars and Mike, and yeah, I was like, got off the phone, like, yeah, that was a call. We were super stoked, like, all right, Jordy, I'll buy your dinner, you know, happy birthday. But yeah, at least I was like, yeah, you don't have to go to England and wear an Australia shirt this time. So yeah, it was super stoked, and I was happy to have those guys there with me. I feel like they're really close to me, and yeah, I feel like for everybody it was just, you know, super cool.
So obviously, I guess Hayden said no. Levi is a no due to Kawasaki, essentially, and then you get the spot. But can you understand why guys say no in terms of the schedule? Like, what is the cost to you of representing the USA at Motocross of Nations in terms of time, off-season preparation? Like, what does it now mean when you look at your next few months leading into Anaheim?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely takes a few weeks out of your off season, and when you got a couple lingering injuries, a few weeks goes a long ways, you know. But for me, it was one of those things where like I might never get this opportunity again, and I was putting myself forward, like I really wanted to go, and it's my first full season, like, maybe it's different if I'm 2-3 years down into this and, I got more injuries. But, I mean, for me, it's like I grew up watching Des Nations, and it was I feel like a professional athlete in America, like going to represent your country on the world stage has always been my dream. And I feel like America is I feel like we are some of the best motorcycle racers in the world. So I feel like going on the world stage is a super cool experience, and I've never left the country before, so that as a factor too. Like, I feel like it's just a lot of cool experiences in one event. But yeah, I mean, like for a little bit I was like, yeah, like maybe I should stay, maybe I shouldn't go, like, because I wanted to kind of get healed up at the same time. Like, I wanted to go so bad, I wanted to go race these guys, and I was like, if I lose a few weeks, it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll have Chance, Jase, Aaron, and Mike Pelletier for the AMA come here at the end of the press conference if we got more donations questions. So we'll bring you back. Don't go anywhere.
We'll start a question off for Jett. I think what's on everybody's mind. Where are you health-wise and recovery coming into the first round?
Yeah, the thumb's good. We're obviously still kind of working our way back in. I think we've had 3 weeks on the bike. So, no, it's good enough to race. I'm looking forward to being back. I've been missing it, and just excited to get out there and get in those race conditions again.
And then I got one for Chase Sexton. You're the defending Pro Motocross champion now, and you won this race last year, so you started off the playoffs the right way. What did you learn for the next 2 rounds where you can maintain that this year?
Yeah, last year I think I went the opposite way I should have went. I started off good and went worse. So, no, it's kind of tricky with the double and triple points. Like, this race is obviously important, but when you get into those second, third race, that's where you kind of have to make your time up. So, yeah, I like this track. The dirt here is really awesome. I think it's honestly some of the best dirt we have all season between outdoors and supercross. So I just enjoy it, and yeah, it feels kind of like Atlanta when they had the speedway tracks that I've always liked, and yeah, it's just overall fun.
Chase, this one's for you, mate. If we rewind a year ago, inside LA, you crash out of the final race, basically lose $1 million with that one. When Lars did the podcast, he said that by the time he got back to the truck, you were just gone. So if you want to look back 12 months, how different is the headspace that you're in? Like, you made some really big decisions, like life decisions 12 months ago. And if you look back at the guy you were then to the guy you are now, I guess how do you think that those changes are going to impact this season?
Yeah, it was some dark times after that the LA crash. I think, honestly, the whole summer, getting beat by Jett the whole summer, and then coming in, I had a good first race here, but then I kind of just went back to how it was, and it just it felt like I just kept repeating the same process over and over. So it was obviously a done deal that I was moving on to a different team. So I had already kind of had my mindset on that, and yeah, I just tried to kind of reset. And Supercross wasn't easy. It was a big change, and something that I kind of underestimated, to be honest. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, but it ended up being one. So I started to get better, but I still wasn't great. And then I feel like outdoors I just kept getting better and better, and found some stuff with the bike. So we were able to put that onto Supercross stuff now. So we'll see. But I say coming into this, I feel like I'm definitely a lot better rider in person compared to I was last year. So I'm looking forward to it. But we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. There's a stacked field up here. Everyone's coming back. I think it's cool that they have these 3 races, because even at the end of outdoors, everyone seems to come back and want to get ready for these 3 playoffs. So it's a cool theory, and I'm excited for tomorrow.
Do you think that these 3 rounds basically become a showdown for like who's the top dog in the sport? Obviously, you've got the championship and the money that comes along with it, but I guess both of you guys can answer. Like, is this just a 3-race shootout for who's the baddest dude on a dirt bike?
I mean, I think it's kind of hard to say that, because there's so many guys up here. It's not just between him and I. Every guy up here can win. So, and these 3 races are so different that I think our 2 main series is where we put most of our emphasis into, and I think 2025 is where you'll see everyone come back, and that's kind of the main thing. But yeah, these 3 races, like I said, they're fun, and there's a lot of money up for grabs. So you'll see everybody hopefully A game, and yeah, we'll see.
We have
just had to get the bike.
Fan question from a 9-year-old. I'll let him introduce himself.
My name is Eli. I have a question for Eli Tomac.
Nice. Eli's.
What is your favorite place to ride?
Favorite place to ride? Oh, man. I would say actually any sand track, and we don't have enough of them on our motocross circuit, in my opinion. I wish we had some more sand. So I always look forward to Southwick. It's like one place I really love to go ride. Trying to think what else. Love Daytona. Daytona and Southwick. Those are my places.
Okay, I hope you win tomorrow.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Do you have any tips for jumps?
Jumps. Those are kind of hard because I'm really tall, so I hit jumps a lot different than most. I tend to let my legs soak up the face of the jump, and I don't know. That's a tough question right there. I'm not a big fan of seat bounce, and I know that. So if it were up to me, I'd say stay away from the seat bounce.
Okay, thank you.
Jay Coop, Justin Cooper, mate. How do you feel about, I guess, your position in the sport in terms of the way that we talk about you? I feel like you're maybe one of the most underspoken to and underrated riders that's in the 450 class. I mean, obviously Hunter had a pretty epic rookie season on a 450, but I mean, you take Hunter out of the mix and, that's a crazy rookie season on a 450. Both of your teammates were out, so like the whole Star Yamaha 450 program was kind of on your back. But at the same time, when you do have interviews, you're like pretty quiet. So are you just a fairly quiet dude, or do you feel like you just don't get spoken to maybe as much as you deserve for the results that you actually do put up on race day?
Yeah, first off, it's been a great year with the team. Obviously, first full season 450, and it's been a pretty steep learning curve. Obviously, I've had a pretty solid year, made all the rounds, and that's made things a lot smoother and easier for me as far as learning. And yeah, I'm all around a pretty quiet guy, and maybe that relates to being underspoken about. But I just try to let my riding do the talking, and just trying to better myself each time out. I feel like I'm learning that this is a pretty long and grueling year. We have a lot of rounds, and just trying to hit the refresh button after each season or championship, and try to put my best foot forward each time out, and just taking what I'm given. And I think I've knocked off a lot of goals I've set for myself this year, and I think the first one was being healthy through all the rounds, and that's very important if you're gonna make that progress. So I think all in all, it's been a great year for me, and just looking to finish it on a high note and take what I've learned and put it into next year.
Jet, this one's for you real quick. Sorry, Jess. Jet, are you just pretty keen to get back to like being everybody's daddy out here? Obviously, that's the way that it was going before you went out with your injury. It's the first time you've had to really like sit on the sidelines and watch. So is there any way that there's a point to prove where it's like, hey boys, daddy's home?
I mean, I'd love to get back to my ways, but sadly enough, I think I have got to go through those same old things, getting used to racing again. It's practice is just so different to racing. So, honestly, I could go off and say but I could go out there and put a good 8.8 and wouldn't be matching the results before. But I'm just excited to get back racing, man. I feel like I'm a little kid again. I'm excited to be back, just to see all the faces of the team again, and just get back racing, man. I forgot how much I love this sport, and just love going out there and racing, get that adrenaline going, and I'm just looking forward to it.
Yeah, did you miss it more than you thought? Like some guys, like obviously you ride so much. Like you have to do so many laps. It's Groundhog Day, same driveway, same track, same everything. And that's what makes you guys successful. So a lot of times you can kind of be maybe looking forward to a break in a way, but what did it actually feel like to be on the sidelines, to watch Jase win a championship that you were looking good for? Actually, Hunter had the red plate when you went out, but what was it like to just, there you go, big bro. What was it like to actually watch that from the sidelines, and like internally, how did it feel?
Honestly, at first, I think
I was excited for a break, and I think it was kind of kind of hiding it almost. And once kind of Redbud went past, it stung a little, and the next round, and just more rounds kind of kept going on. It stung more and more, and I didn't end up getting a break. I was trying to recover. I was still doing gym, still running, so I still didn't have a vacation all. And I think it just really, the break I needed is to kind of refire myself again and get that hunger, because I think I kind of got used to doing the same stuff each weekend, just I ended up going through the motions. There wasn't no thought process to it. And I think having that bit of difference of just being out in California for therapy and stuff like that just changed it up to where when I did come back to normal life, I appreciate it a lot more, you know.
I'm 12 years old, and I have a question for Jett Lawrence. So I ride dirt bikes. Do you have any tips for corners?
Tips for corners. I feel like one tip would be keeping your head across the above the crossbar would be a good one to keep that front wheel in that rut. So I would say that would be in central.
Okay, thank you.
It's good stuff. Just learned something there. Well done. Hope everybody follows that. Check it out tomorrow.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.